we don't give it a second thought when we think about black people and white people mingling and integrating. We don't think twice about a mixed marriage. We don't think twice about somebody who has been born from a mixed marriage. We don't think twice about black people in a classroom, and we see this diversity as a very positive net effect of integration. And it's common sense now that we as a society commingle our cultures and commingle our colors. And we see this, I see this as a beautiful part of our country, because having been in China for several months, they don't have that. Try and find yourself a Mexican restaurant in China, good luck. So integrating cultures and colors is just as important as integrating ideas, because ultimately ideas are what make up cultures. And so have we gone so far beyond the ability to integrate ourselves that we may have to have an organization or a government or a dictator step in and say, no more. You are now going to be forcibly integrated in your ideologies. And how does that happen, right? How do we enforce ideological integration? The purely libertarian marketplace of ideas is broken. The market is rigged. It's rigged for comfort and outrage. It's rigged by our media. It's rigged by our algorithms on our social media feeds. And it's designed to be that way intentionally. The consequences, I don't think, are intentional. So, to save our civilization, we must consider our own era of forced intellectual integration. And that means potentially re-evaluating absolute free speech. And what does that mean? Does it mean evaluating corporate free speech? Are corporations people? There was that argument back during Bush, and says, corporations are people. And most of us said no, corporations are not people. Should they be held to a higher standard to be forced to reintegrate, or to be forced to present integrated perspectives, to be forced to pop that bubble that we exist in, left and right bubble? Do we treat amplified content, media, social media posts, as a utility? Is it a platform for communication, or is it a platform as an economic utility? And I submit that maybe it's a little bit of both, but based on the way things are going, it's more of an economic utility and less of a communication platform, because it's not establishing communication. It's establishing a feedback loop, and it needs to be dealt with. And I think we have some really hard choices in the very near future.